Hello, friends. Welcome to The Base Life. My name is Sean. In this episode, we're going to be watching The View. They're miserable. They're absolutely miserable. Donald Trump, landslide over Kamala Harris, puts them in their place, shows everybody and them that nobody gives a damn what they think, that their influence is fabricated, that nobody gives a damn what they think, and that King Trump is going to rule and get on his throne, and he's never stepping down. Not until King Jesus comes and takes it from him. All glory to God. Let's watch this. Get your tears ready. I mean, I'm thirsty. I can't get enough of these tears. Like and subscribe, guys, by the way. I want to make it my goal to help dispense the tears that I know fill your soul. That I don't know how you guys feel. I have a little pep in my step. I feel a little bit different. And I want us all to tap into that. No matter how bad things may be, they're having really, really bad days. And that makes us feel really good. Right, guys?
We live in a democracy. People spoke. This is what people wanted. I vehemently disagree with the decision that Americans made, but I feel very, very hopeful that we have a democratic system in this country. We should value it. We should love it.
No, we have fascism, like you guys said. You said that was the end of democracy. I agree. Now we have fascism. We're excited. King Trump's going to do a great job.
We should protest if the situation arises that we need to protest, which I'm sure it will. And
we will shut down those protests so fast. We have no interest in your little democracy. Like you said, Democrats, these are your rules. If Trump wins, that's the end of the democracy. I agree. That's the end of democracy. He wins kingship. That's what we voted for.
Been through this before with Nixon. It's been very difficult. But boy, oh boy, do we have a country if we can keep it.
Yeah.
Well, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Oh, boy, do we have a country we can keep? What the hell does that even mean? It sounds good to stupid women in the audience that don't know anything. What does that actually mean?
Echoing the sentiments, Joy, one of the first things I wanted to say for anyone that needs an example of when the person you voted for does not win, you do not
Wait,
say
what did you say? What did you say?
I
don't give a damn what you say, woman. You're pretty, but... Here's Horseface. Oh, here's Horseface. Oh, Sean, that's rude. Well, we were talking about Cenk Uygur is water buffalo hybrid. She is a horse hybrid.
We live in a democracy. I
and
have my vote.
evil down to her soul. Alyssa Farah Griffin.
Votes did. And what's important to me is this. Tens of millions of Americans, our friends, our neighbors, our family members, voted for Donald Trump. We disagree with him. I know we all do at this table, but they are good, decent people who are patriots and love this country.
That's right.
And I can't speak to what drove them to the...
You're not one of them. You're not one of the good, honest people. You voted for the evil Democrats because you're owned. Hee-haw.
Conclusion of being with him, but I think it is a moment for us to listen to each other, to hear each other, express what our concerns are. I've spent the last 4 years doing that, and also listen to people who are with him, because this is a country that there is...
Don't try to act like you're a Republican or anything. Get out of here. We don't want you, Alyssa
Farah. I know it doesn't feel like that for many people in this moment, but we need to bring down the temperature, the name calling, the demonizing.
You need to just shut up and get away. You need to shut up and hide. King Trump isn't going to be too happy with people like you, the self-righteous rhinos. We don't like you at all. We actually, to be honest, we consider you the enemy within, if we're being honest. The rhinos are the lowest of the low. We know what to expect from the satanic Democrats, but the fake Mormons, the fake Jews, or actually the ones that try to be with us and roll with us so they can stab us in the back and roll with the Democrats, the Alyssa Farah, those ones, nah, we don't roll with you guys. You are the ones that need to start hiding and laying low.
Let the other side, if they want to do that, they can do it. But I think it is a moment to listen to the voters. And this, I have to say, I've always thought he could win. I thought in the final stretch she might eke it out. I didn't expect it to be this resounding, and I think there are some lessons from it. I think we forget about rural America.
That no one gives a damn what you think. And she's probably agreeing with me, but I tell you, you messed up. We saw where you put your alliances. Now you want to call balls and strikes like you're... Oh, I always saw him winning, but I was really working overtime And I get why. I mean, she's surrounded by a bunch of idiots. She needs to play their game. But no, stand up for what you believe in. She's sold out.
I think the working
Satan.
class feels left behind. They feel like the powerful, the elite only care about them and their power. And he spoke to them. We may not have liked his words, but they turned out for him. I mean, the map was, it was beyond Reagan what we saw last night. And I think we need to start listening more about the concerns of everyday Americans who feel like this system is failing.
When Reagan won, I remember the whole map was red.
Yeah,
it was pretty red last night.
I don't know. I'm profoundly disturbed.
I
think if you look at the New York Times this morning,
tears.
the headline was America makes a perilous choice. I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And we know now that he will have almost unfettered power.
Yes!
And so I worry, not about myself, actually.
Unfettered power is the understatement. We're talking about kingship. The only one that can come down and dethrone Donald Trump will be Jesus Christ, and we look forward to that day. Don't get me wrong. We look forward to that day. But until then, King Trump will rule. And you better hide. Our democracy's over, as you said.
I worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elders.
You're worried about your mother, a retired teacher? Wait, you're not supporting her? How much money do you make? Why don't you just support her? Why are you worried about her? She's a retired teacher. Why don't you give her the $5,000 a month, the $10,000, whatever the hell she gets? Why don't you give her that money, rich lady?
Elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter.
Well, why don't you save up for them? Stop being so greedy. Why are you worried about their future? You're rich. You're rich, spreading lies, making lots of money, pushing Satan's narrative. I think nothing of someone like Sunny Hostin. This is the biggest slave of all, and an evil slave, a Jezebel spirit, to be sure.
Who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that.
Oh, that's cool. Then maybe you should move somewhere else then. Good. We don't care. I'm not going to defend the civil rights of America. I will just say, good, get the hell out of our country, then we don't like you anyway. Most people are repulsed by you. We don't like you around here.
So again, I'm profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection from becoming president of the United States.
You know why? Because it wasn't an insurrection and no one bought that shit. That's your media hoax that you guys tried to create. Nobody bought it. We saw literal riots in all these cities. Nobody called that an insurrection. But when some people go into a Capitol building and then leave, suddenly that's an insurrection. Go to hell. We know what you guys did. Don't try to act like, oh, we're so worried about our democracy. You staged January 6th, you idiot. We know the FBI was in on it. This will come out when Trump takes office. It's all over, Sonny. We don't care what you think. We want your tears. We want your tears.
I think
Never
that
stop
going
crying.
forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this.
If that'll make you feel so much better, whatever you want, Sonny
country,
Hostin.
because
Shut up.
I
We don't
think
care about you.
To enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less.
Oh, we got to go forward.
Our healthcare system is now at risk. I think
no fluoride for anyone.
Yeah, economists have made clear that he's going to increase the debt by $7.75 trillion. I'm worried about.
Oh, wait, since when are Democrats against debt and spending money and giving it away and printing and giving it to immigrants for no reason and sending it to Israel and Ukraine? Since when are Democrats against spending a ton of money and going into debt? Oh, I know, when it helps America, when it actually serves America's interests, then they're against it. When we can donate to nonsense, that's when they're, oh, no.
Mass deportation and
Print
internment
the
camps.
money.
And I'm also worried about Elon Musk warning Americans to prepare for temporary hardship. I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised.
You're unhinged.
As a woman of color, I was so
Here we
hopeful.
go.
that
Here we go,
mixed race-
guys. Here we go. It's time for the race card. Bow, 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 bow. You guys know we love the race card here. It's our favorite card. Sunny Hostin is black, guys, and she's a woman. So do you understand how hard it is for her to live life? It's going to get worse.
I think
No fluoride for anyone.
Yeah, economists have made clear that he's going to increase the debt by $7.75
gay
trillion.
economists that we don't
I'm worried
like.
about mass deportation and
Good,
internment camps,
good.
and I'm also worried about Elon Musk warning Americans to prepare for.
No, back to internment camps. You should be worried about internment camps. How else do you think we're going to re-educate you guys before we put you back on the streets? Be worried about every single thing you said, Sonny Hostin. Be terrified.
About mass deportation
Cry
and internment camps. And I'm
into
also
this
worried
bottle,
about Elon
please.
Musk warning Americans to prepare for
Right.
temporary hardship. I'm surprised
more
at the
tears,
result,
less talking.
but I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed-race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country.
Oh, we didn't get a gay Jewish man to be our vice president or presidential, the first man, whatever the hell, gay dude. Oh, where? Guys, we had an opportunity to have a dumb female, half black, half Indian, and a gay Jewish husband of hers as our, leading the country. And a gay guy, Tim Walz, and his robotic, NPC wife. Guys, America's over. We didn't get the gayest possible incompetent leadership you can possibly imagine. Guys!
Mass deportation and internment camps. And
Get
I'm
out
also
of our
worried about
country
Elon
now.
Musk warning Americans to prepare for temporary hardship.
Good.
I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed-race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country.
Gay Jewish guy.
And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
Well,
You're absolutely
I think
right. You're absolutely right. Most
I'm-
Republicans would say, see, she's insinuating racist. We're saying, you know what? If on certain issues, if being racist means not being a stupid douchebag beta male cuck on every damn issue involving race and assuming there's racism everywhere when there isn't, that crap is done. No, we are sick of racism. We're sick of it being an issue because you guys want to play that card because you have brown skin. F off.
I think it has to do with a lot of things, that being one of them. I'm obviously very disappointed.
Good.
I'm very sad.
Praise God.
I was at the Kamala Harris headquarters yesterday in Washington, and it was
fun.
a very sad scene. The mood turned immediately, and I tell you, there's a quote I get a lot of inspiration from, and it's a quote that I read when I was reading about John F. Kennedy, and it says, "Whether I am on the winning or the losing side is not the point with me. It is
Shut
to
up.
elect the first Black Asian woman president."
Oh, well, let's give it up, guys. We dodged the bullet. We didn't get a female Indian black president. Good. Screw you. We don't think that's important. If let me tell you, if she had actual skills, you wouldn't even have to say what race or anything she was. You just recognize the skills. She sucks. So all they can go to is, well, she's a woman and she's Indian. And we're supposed to go, oh my gosh, never mind. She's amazing.
History
Idiots.
slipped through our fingers again.
Go to hell. We don't care. We don't care about history. It's written by pervs and losers like you guys. We don't care about it. We care about truth, not history.
Donald Trump not to be president. But today, unlike Donald Trump and his followers, I acknowledge that he won.
Yeah.
I hope for the best
you will.
for our
Because it was
country.
a landslide. You better hide, Anna Navarro. We don't like you either, demon. You used to be a chubby demon. Now you're a Ozempic demon. We see
And
you.
I make a commitment to our LGBTQ, to our immigrants, to our elderly, to our young girls, to the women,
And
that we
against
will not
God.
stop fighting. We can be
You will not stop fighting against God. That's
sad
for sure.
today. Today we can be sad.
Yeah, you're so busy fighting. You're going to Kamala Harris's, parties. Yeah, you're fighting so hard, fighting. You're a grifter.
We stand up and we continue. We have every right as Americans, because we love this country,
No,
because
we're
this is the
shutting
most
down
exceptional country in the world. We have the right and the duty to speak up and denounce abuses of power, to be vigilant. And so I invite all
Shut
Americans
up.
to do it. But we are doing what they didn't do. We are recognizing they won.
I hate her voice. I hate it when she talks. I don't like that she's not fat. I want her to be fat again. This Ozempic thing's annoying because I'm like, oh, now she's not fat. So now you can't make fun of that anymore. She's still a demonic piece of garbage, low life. So I can't make donut jokes. I have to make Ozempic jokes.
See what
Oh,
happens when
great.
he is governing.
So, you look. We said to people, vote. We didn't tell people who to vote for.
Gosh. Trigger warning, The View. Before you put a the hell? I mean, these people literally look like demons, guys. I know that's hard to imagine, but yeah, you're ever curious what demons look like? You're looking at one. The dumb one.
We just said go out. Well, yes.
Nobody said demons were smart, guys, okay?
I did not.
Yeah, I did.
They're evil.
Because I wanted to make sure people exercise that right. Too many people that I know died trying to vote. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
so we start with that.
right. Oh, wow. When was that? 1957 or something? Shut up. Shut the hell up. 1959, somebody I knew died from the... Okay, good. All right. I mean, bad.
Think about this. She did this in 2 months.
Yeah, no.
Oh, so she actually did a good job losing in a landslide? That's a good cope. Give me these tears now. I want more. She killed it in 2 months. Yeah, she killed it. She lost in a landslide. Who could have imagined that? She didn't pull off the fraud. That's for sure.
They also said that democracy was number one. So I'm concluding that maybe they don't believe him.
But I think
we don't give a shit about democracy. We know that democracy is a scam. We won, and we will wrestle power away, and we will never give it back to you guys because you're crazy.
I think it means different things. I think democracy means different things.
It means different
different
things.
people.
Well, when you're trying to overthrow a legitimate election and you say you're going to be a dictator, I don't know how you interpret that any other way.
Democracy.
Frankly. So I can only conclude.
I don't know if Trump said he was going to be a dictator or anything like that, but I'm all for it. Let's go. Let's go, dictatorship. You promised it, Trump. She said that you promised the dictatorship. I want the dictatorship. I want them locked up. I want to shut down the media in this country. That's not, the one, not the ones like us, not the good guys, but all the bad ones. Shut them down and send every journalist to prison unless they testify against somebody we don't like even more, and then that person goes. That's the kind of country I want to live in.
That they don't believe he's going to do that. And I hope they're right. I hope that they are right.
So we're going to break. We'll be right back.
This show sucks, man. Can you imagine watching this unironically?
And
This was a very divided country, and it was going to be a close race. And I was telling people this, and it didn't make sense even when
yeah, you were telling everyone it was going to be a close race. No, you said it was going to take... It wasn't a close race. It was an effing blowout.
I said it's so close, it could be a landslide in either direction.
Right.
Because that's the knife's edge that we're
it wasn't a landslide in Kamala's direction. It was a landslide in Trump's direction. So I don't think... If you say it could be a landslide in either direction, you're actually not saying anything. That's not saying anything. It could be a landslide in either direction. Okay, that's a prediction. And then when it's 3, yeah, it was super close. So there was what a hack.
we're on as a country. And what happened last night is that the country tipped pretty consistently in the same direction. And I'm sitting there, I'm on ABC, working our boards, working the wall.
You were up late.
I'm still up, actually.
So were you.
And
Shut up. I don't care about these idiots. Let's see. I want to see Sunny Hostin miserable. I want to see her angry.
Again, last night. I want to dig further into.
argue against if someone feels that, because they're not going to believe any statistic, any number.
Well, I want to dig further into the demographics because black women tried to save this country again last night. 92% of black women
And
voted
they failed, as they fail all the time. Is that right, friends? Isn't that right, guys? Black women tried to save the stupid Democrats that do not deserve saving, and black women lost. Praise be to God. We're so happy, black women, that your efforts failed miserably. You are fighting for some dumb reason for the worst government we can possibly imagine. Shut the hell up. We're glad you lost. Get out of our way. Sit down, woman. Black woman. I want you guys to cut this. I wanted to say, sit down, black woman. You failed. You went 95% for the other candidate. In this administration, you're not what you were before. Now we know exactly who is ruining everything with their stupid votes.
For the vice president, you have Latinas in 70th percentile voting for the vice president. What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%.
White women save this country by not voting with the dumb Latinos and the dumb blacks. I'm not saying all blacks are dumb. I'm saying all the ones that vote for Democrats are. Candace Owens is really smart, smarter than me. There's a lot of really smart black people. But there are no smart black Democrats. They're all stupid.
For Donald Trump,
I'm being
uneducated
honest.
white women.
I'm being honest, though.
You have Latino men actually voting more for him, and you have
good. Save, praise, be to God for the Latino men. I know a lot of Latino men at my church. Every damn one of them. We're all MAGA. Not hardcore MAGA. We just don't like Democrats. We can see truth. We can see liars. So nice that Latino men could see it. Latinas and black women are the most lost stupid on this whole issue.
Black men was not the story. We're not the story here because they voted almost 80% for the vice president.
Right.
So why do you?
Don't even get me started on this. I want to keep this video positive, but the black men and the black women, I got to pull them aside and say, okay, guys, look. What the F is wrong with you guys? You always vote for the dumbest person imaginable. Always. Why do you always do that? I'm not go look into Kwame Kilpatrick. Google or ask ChatGPT. Kwame Kilpatrick in Detroit literally was a criminal just using the government as his wallet like a lot of other black Democrats do. Totally stealing, totally corrupt. They catch him, he gets prosecuted, he runs and he wins again. You're just like, you people are stupid. I don't think black people are stupid, but they got to be the dumbest voters in our entire electorate by far.
Uneducated white women voted against their reproductive health freedoms, and why do you think Latino men voted in favor of someone that's going to deport? Says he's going to deport.
Because we don't believe in all those issues, and those issues aren't priorities to us. This is how Democrats and leftists frame things. Why would you vote for someone who's going to make it impossible for you to kill your baby? And you're just like, well, I don't value the right of killing my baby like you guys do because I'm not a Satanist. So it doesn't rank at all. But he's racist. Well, I don't think he's racist. That's the thing. And some people, you're like, I don't even care if that person's racist because everybody's a little bit racist, except for Sunny Hostin. She's perfect.
Women like being called uneducated white women. I think the economy matters, national security matters. But when you put people in these boxes, I think that's a takeaway from this race.
She's
we
right.
have to look at the demographics of it.
And it's interesting, the electorate over they make him a moment.
A larger share happened to Democrats.
We don't care about
just
you.
like all
I want to see one more meltdown
over
if
time.
possible.
And you saw the 2022 midterms.
Oh, 28?
Some pundits are asking what the vice president could have done differently to break through with the voters. Of course, she
can barely read.
I think she raised $1 billion in 3 months. I think that she ran a flawless campaign, and I maintain that. I think now it's the time for.
She spent $1 billion on that piece of crap campaign. She spent $1 billion on that, running ads, friends, and she lost in a landslide. And she says, good job, Kamala Harris. Good job trafficking children with all that money you got.
I think now is a time that we must stay vigilant. We have to speak truth to power and speak out. I intend to continue doing that.
Yeah.
I think we need to stick up to
your
bullying.
big truth to power. I would love to sit her down. I think we should force this in the Trump administration. Take her, arrest her. We're going to sit her down and we're going to play line by line, lie by lie. And we're going to say, you have the audacity to say that you speak truth to power. Go away to jail and think about what you did.
We have to make sure that our institutions hold. I think that we have to watch very carefully the Supreme Court and the federal judicial appointments.
You get
and
nothing.
I think that we need to protest when we and exercise our right of freedom of speech.
Have your gay little protest, Democrats. We don't care about your gay protest. Shout and go on hunger strikes. We do not care. We think you're mentally ill and deranged. It's obvious. You're losing your minds. You're hyper emotional. You can't control yourselves. We don't give a shit what you think anymore. King Trump is ruling. I'm working for King Trump on this. I'm not a partisan, but you're damn right if you think I'm a knight at his administration.
Protest as is required or embedded in the Constitution.
And I think
in 2 years, if we see this country in the direction that we don't want it to be, then we must stand up and we must vote again in the midterms.
You know what? Those votes of yours don't matter in a dictatorship. Sorry. Shut up, woman.
I asked Kamala Harris that. Why is it that people don't know you? What is it that's going wrong? And she said to me, she said, realize this. They have never seen anybody that looks like me.
Oh, it's always that. How about her personality sucks? Fuck you, women. Fuck you, stupid The View. Oh, it's because no one's ever seen what looks like her. If she looked like that and she wasn't a freaking piece of shit, maybe someone would have liked her. We think she's a liar. We think she's mean. We think she's stupid. The skin color actually has very little to do with it. It actually helps her case. She's not ugly. Nobody
Not how
thinks
the
Kamala
voters
Harris is
interpret it. I
ugly.
hear what you're saying.
That's what he's been with it.
Situation voted with
Shut up, woman.
because otherwise
He's a politician
not.
that started an insurrection.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, past becomes prologue.
Yeah.
But he's a complete aberration. He is a politician
not
that is
now.
twice
It's now
impeached.
twice that
How,
he's
how
not.
is it that we have normalized someone who tried to start an insurrection, who is an election denier?
Oh, I love it. He's an election denier. He trying to start interaction. Okay, good. That's the kind of kingdom we have. We take power. I want you guys speaking like this. King Trump, we want Democrats to be afraid, not because we're going to do anything. It's because they're mentally ill. We're trolling them. But we got to speak like seriously. We got to say, no, when King Trump gets into office, no, we expect Sony hosting. We don't say anything violent. But yeah, we want them going through your emails and, ruining your computer, installing viruses on
Who
your
is a
computer.
convicted felon,
Absolutely.
who's twice impeached, who is filed for bankruptcy 6 times.
People
He's
have
not
found a way
a
to
rich
separate
man.
the man from his policies.
And can we not let Fox News off the hook, please?
I don't understand.
And Newsmax and all the fake news that's been going out there.
Fake news going out there. Shut up. This is why women shouldn't vote. What are you even talking about? Do you realize you're the most brainwashed person of all, you stupid moron? All the brainwashed people out there doing all the propaganda. Go get boosted, idiots.
One of the things that we need to do, and it's not to abolish the Department of Education. As a former teacher, believe me, this is
Wait,
he's talking about.
She was a teacher? Okay, case in point. This is why we got to get rid of public education. Or whatever kind of education would allow Joy Behar to be a teacher. This is a stupid person that doesn't know how to process information. She doesn't know how to critically think. I hope she was teaching art.
Doing that.
Yes.
Kids I brought this up before, I'm going to bring it up again. In Finland, kids in nursery school are learning to discern between fake news and real news.
Yeah.
They should be teaching.
Do you understand that would be the end of Democrats forever? If you actually taught people how to discern truth, no Democrat idea could possibly stand. It's
that in
impossible
this
to be a
country.
Democrat.
Teach children tolerance. Teach them to think critically.
Well, thing.
I want to hear it.
Day 20.
That's it.
Joy and Sonny are on.
So I thought it was a great episode, guys. The tears were delicious. I didn't get enough. I mean, I had a little bit. I'm hungover from last night's tears, bro. Honestly, guys. I'm a little hungover from last night's. I mean, it does a body good. I feel incredible. I feel like we're going to have enough tears to last us for, get us through winter at least. I would say don't start storing your tears. Drink them down. Enjoy it, guys. We have to drink up these tears. We earn this. We deserve this. We're experiencing ecstatic joy, victory. They're experiencing pain. And the problem is they don't even know that the wrath is coming. So this is unbelievable. Friends, I'll see you guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the other side.